Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about if ADSing or aiming down in sights in Valorant actually has benefits, and it actually does. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. ADSing is very beneficial, but before we start, let me get you guys to go to General tab here and make sure that your scope sensitivity multiplier is probably going to be, you're probably going to want to hit 1. So this is basically saying multiply my actual sensitivity, and that's what my scope sensitivity is. So this goes for pretty much everything. And also, whenever you go to controls here, you're going to want to go to equipment and aim down sights. I like to have them both on hold for sniper and for aim down sights. We're basically talking about aim down sights here, but also I'll talk about snipers in a little bit. So continuing into what the benefits are of ADSing, you can see if you hit the buy menu and then hover over weapon on the right side, bottom right, it says alt fire right down here. You can see that the zoom is 1.25x, meaning you get a 0.25 x zoom, which is this right here. You can see it magnifies my screen by just a little bit. It's the same for the Phantom as well. And also the fire rate is slowed down to a 90%. So if I shoot here normally, just hip fire, you can see out here on the left, it's actually a little bit slower. And it's the same with the Phantom. So 10% slower on the left side. Okay, so you might ask, why would I use this? Well, the zoom is inherently good for longer range fights, as you can see that I'm actually zooming in. And also, the slower fire rate is also good for longer ranges. Obviously, you don't want to be spraying at long ranges just like this, but this is much easier to control than this, as you can see. Even if it's just by a little bit. It will take some practicing, so this is definitely something you're going to want to practice, because it will feel a little bit weird at first to control the recoil at a 10% slower rate, but this is what the range is for, right? So I'm not going to talk too much else about those. I would definitely suggest learning, but I'm going to go and move on to other weapons that you might have not known about. So Guardian is a 1.5 zoom, which means you have 0.5x zoom over normal. This makes sense. This is a reason why the Guardian's a really good weapon, or one of the many reasons. You can see I zoom a little bit more than like the Vandal, for example. So this is really good for long range weapons. Bulldog's also 1.25x. Ares and Vandal are 1.15 zoom. The cool thing about the Ares is actually whenever you ADS, it shoots faster. So I'm going to shoot on the right here normally. Then on the left, you can notice how much quicker that shoots. So that's pretty cool. I didn't actually, I mean, I knew that, but I didn't really, I never knew that it was 30% faster. So also, the Spectre and the Stinger are 1.15x, and last but not least, we have the Marshal and the Op. So the Op, it actually shoots faster when you scope in. So if you hover over it, you see it says fire rate is 125% whenever you zoom. So and then as compared to the hipfire, kind of hard to tell the difference, but yeah, so the Marshal, this one is actually opposite. It shoots faster when you no-scope, which is why no-scoping can be very, very strong with the Marshal. I'll go ahead and show you that, so I'll shoot scope first. You can see quite, like, moderately faster there. This is 80%, so 20% faster here on the left. So yeah, basically the main takeaway from this is that the Phantom and the Vandal, since these are the primary weapons that people use on buy rounds, they have a 1.25x zoom, and the fire rate is 90%. Also, you can read in the bottom right other things about alt fire. It says move speed is 76%, which means you're a little bit slower when you ADS. Slight spread and recoil reduction, and crosshair follows recoil. So we can see here if I spray like this, whereas like this. So you can see actually the crosshair is following the recoil. That's very interesting, isn't it? That's very interesting. I didn't know about that, but the main benefits are the zoom and the slower fire rate. So make sure you guys try this out, practice in the range if you really want to learn. And it's completely good to hold angles like this in games. But without further ado, remember guys, above me, people, the percentage of you who are not subscribed to watch my videos, please subscribe. Trying to get 10,000 subs. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.